You are watching SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days, coming to us from Seguin, Texas. It's the Texas Lutheran men's soccer team. Head coach Eddie Salazar and junior midfielder Andrew Welsch are joining us here this afternoon. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
First of all, I want to ask both of you, joining the SCAC this year, first time Texas Lutheran will compete as a conference member. Just tell me how excited you are to be joining the conference.
Well, definitely from a coaching standpoint, it's going to be a nice fresh start for us as a program. I think the ability to continue to compete with top institutions in the region, and you can even say in the nation, is the most exciting challenge for me as a coach. I think the ASC was a good test for us, and it was always going to be challenging. But like I said, being able to compete with top teams in the region are definitely going to be the exciting parts for me.
Yeah, I think same for me. There's teams at the top of the nation, we get to play against regularly. We get to play them twice now. I'm pretty excited about the level of competition and, the different things that can provide.
Coach, we'll start with you. Tell us your expectations going into 2013.
Well, I think the expectation from my perspective is to really just solidify ourselves in the conference, and doing that by incorporating the new faces and into our program, and having our returning players kind of help them kind of lead the way. We're pretty young as a whole, and we're still trying to figure out our own identity. But I think my expectation is that we get ourselves into match play with the intent to let everyone know, in terms of our opponents, what our characteristics are going to be, and the expectations of those characteristics are going to be, for me, organization and discipline and hard work to be able to defend.
I think we want to, like you said, solidify ourselves with the other teams in the conference. I think we definitely want to be up there, and we want to be taken serious with every other team in the conference. We're young, and I think we have a lot to build on. I think we have a good future if we can keep going and get ourselves higher and higher up the conference list.
Andrew, I'll turn to you. What's been kind of your mindset coming into preseason this year?
Preseason, it's a little different, changing conferences, so we really have to train for something else we're not really accustomed to. Not too much has changed, but, the different types of competition levels different, which is exciting for us. It's a new challenge. We're excited for it. It's kind of a little motivation for everything we've done.
Coach Salazar, tell us a little bit about some of the individuals you've seen so far in 2013, and who has stood out to you, and who's going to really help you out in the upcoming season.
Well, it's a little bit early. I think you kind of mentioned that earlier in the phone call. But looking at things, I mean, we're looking to our returners to be able to pick up where they left off. I'm sitting next to one of the players that I feel can really help lead the charge with our team, with Andrew Welsch, and we've got Gabriel Sosa, who's another junior in the team that has really started to put his foot on the gas, and Isaac Lopez, another midfielder of ours that had a good freshman year, that should be able to, once again pick up where he left off. And then when we look at some of the new players coming in, we've got a young freshman, Colin Nunley, that I think can be a good player for us in terms of how we want to play the defending aspect and the attacking aspect. And then our goalkeeper, I think Jonathan Michael is another one that we're really looking to. He's already had a pretty decent preseason up until this point, and we're just looking for everybody to keep pushing on and stay strong.
Andrew, I turn back to you. Tell me some of your what are some of the team goals for 2013, and what are some goals you were hoping to accomplish individually?
Team goals wise, staying in the ASC, there's a lot of teams in the conference, so it's harder to make the conference tournament, but definitely we want to be playing in the middle of November without a doubt. I think that's a big deal. We want to play in those games where it's win or die all. We want to be in those those levels where, it's win or go home, and we're throwing everything we have at it. Individually, I think, I touched a little bit on it earlier, but, I want to make sure that we're a team in the conference that everybody looks at and realize that they've got a tough competition against them, and it's not going to be a rollover, that we're going to compete and give everything we have.
You're watching SCAC Men's Soccer Media Day. Texas Lutheran joining us from Seguin, Texas. Coach, go back to you. Quite a bit of newcomers coming in this season. Again, realizing it is early in preseason, what have you seen so far from the newcomers that has pleased you?
Well, definitely what's pleased me is the commitment that they've put into their summertime, and it's definitely being shown through with the fitness testing and how competitive that they've been in the fitness tests. And that's one of the biggest things for me, because I think that indicates a certain level of mentality that not just our program, but any top program in the region, in the nation, is going to require in terms of being successful. And after that, it's just going to be about the guys physically. Once again, they're going to be able to do it, mentally be able to do it, and then what's going to help keep us in the game is going to be the test of, can we do it technically, and can we stay sound and disciplined tactically.
We will get y'all out on this last question. I want to ask both of you, for Texas Lutheran to be successful in 2013, what will be some of the keys?
To be successful, I think, being a younger team, we definitely have to have a high team camaraderie. I think that's going to be huge for us, and make sure everybody knows early on what the level of competition is going to be like, with these scrimmages, with these preseason games. I think getting everybody on board and getting the mentality started as soon as we can, I think that's huge for us.
And I think going off of the team camaraderie, chemistry, I think it all comes back down to the individual. I think in order for us to be successful, I believe that the individual needs to fully understand his role within the team, his role within the program, and how we're going to, as individuals, be able to plug in to the team. I believe that the attitude and the discipline from the individual is really what's going to determine our success.
You have been watching SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days. Texas Lutheran joining us, Coach Salazar. Andrew, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck to you in 2013. Pleasure to have you in the conference.
Yeah, thank you, James.
Thanks, James. You take care.
You too.
The Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference, a conference of good sports.